Welcome to De-Stress Chiropractic.
In this video, we will see Sophie's balance, which is poor, and a return of the startle reflex test, which is indicating a regression in care. The last portion of this video, we will see the restoration of Sophie's health when chiropractic care is performed properly.
Again, how are you doing?
Good. I feel good today. Still like that lower
Area.
3 shape in my back, and then that same spot in my upper back is what bothers me the most. Definitely first thing in the morning when I'm like still stiff and haven't moved a lot, and then it bothers me probably, I would say, the most right now, going from like sitting to standing or standing to sitting.
Okay.
Let us pause for a moment and consider what's taking place. In previous sessions, we saw the suppression of this reflex, and yet here it is again.
Let's try this. Sophie, turn your head left. Don't let me push down and out. You ready? And then turn your head right. Don't let me push. Okay. We're going to give you a different adjustment today, okay?
Okay. Yeah, that ankle adjustment just made me sweaty.
Check your balance again. How does that make you feel?
Weird. That was an interesting one. I feel, I don't know, weird, fuzzy almost.
Let's put you back down. Let's just sleep for a little bit.
I feel different, even in parts of my back.
Yeah, so that was the occiput adjustment. And I want to see what impact it has on you, because you're talking about pain when you go from a sitting to standing, standing to sitting. Mm-hmm. So it sounds like psoas muscles are not properly controlling your back, and the adjustment we did right now helps control the regulation of those muscles. Turn your head right for me. Don't let me push. Okay, so that's actually normal. Turn your head the other way. Push. Those are normal. So that was abnormal before.
I'm really sleepy now.
Well, let's go put you in the back room and let you sleep for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, okay?
Oh my goodness, that's a pretty cool salt lamp.
You okay?
Yeah, I think I just need a second.
When an adjustment is this overwhelming for a patient's equilibrium, it's important to give the patient a break, an opportunity to rest, for their brain to incorporate the adjustment, and for their nervous system recalibrate itself. So I'll put Sophie in the back room. I'll have her rest for 10 or 15 minutes before we send her home. And that's all the treatment I will do with an adjustment that's overwhelming for a patient's nervous system.
Let's just go put you to sleep. Come.
In these situations, I want the patient to sleep for a good 10 or 15 minutes to let their body acclimate itself before they get behind a steering wheel and drive home.
I was very nervous during your 5th visit when I could see that you were kind of going off the rails with your case, and that it wasn't making the progress that I wanted, and that you had a regression. You know, it wasn't this kind of linear thing that we spoke about. It wasn't that you were getting better. You were having sensitivity to sound, your balance was off. And it was actually during that session where we adjusted your occiput. Yeah. And it was your occiput adjustment that really helped with your low back and decreased your pain in your upper torso.
Yeah, that was a big one. That I think was probably the adjustment that I felt the biggest impact, both while it was happening, right away. I was super dizzy afterwards and stuff, and then also afterwards. So.
Okay. You've been in therapy before.
Correct. Yes.
And how would you say this therapy compares for your overall state of being to behavioral cognitive therapy?
For me personally, I would say this has done so much more improvement than therapy ever really did for me. I was off and on and in and out of it for a long time. So, and I know that when it comes to cognitive behavioral therapy, personality between a therapist and the patient, and whether or not there's trust that can be formed, is really important. And I don't know that I ever really had a lot of success with creating good relationships with therapists I found in that way. So I don't, but this has been so much more helpful. It's really, really awesome, and I wish that my mom was closer, because if there's anyone that I would like to have see you, it would be her.
All right, let's go over all your basics and see where you stand. Sophie, heel to toe, head up, hands by your side, eyes closed.
That's crazy.
Not perfect, but better.
Good.
Yeah.
That felt awesome.
I'm going to clap.
Okay.
I'm going to clap. Don't blink. Pretty great. We're going to do the next level of difficulty. I'm going to have you close your eyes.
Okay.
You ready? Mm-hmm. Don't blink. Still there a little bit, but that's the next difficulty. So
Okay.
Good. Right foot in front of your left foot. Head up, eyes closed. I won't let you fall. Better. How's that?
Good.
Switch feet for me. Oh. Wonderful. How is that?
Really good.
Yeah. Remember this one?
Mm-hmm.
Finger to nose.
If we compare this session to Sophie's previous session when we did this test, look at the difference. Look at the speed, the coordination, and the eye movements.
Yeah, so much better. Sophie, how does this compare to this?
About the same.
Good. How does this one compared to this one?
About the same.
Good.
It's so much improvement in my hips since those adjustments, yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to shout out to Dr. Edward Blake and to Dr. Michael Allen. Thank you. Dr. Allen's the one that taught me that the occiput has a relationship with psoas muscles. Dr. Edward Blake is the one that taught me that when you make a transition from sitting to standing, push out, and there's pain in the low back, you need to look at the psoas muscles. Turn your head right for me. Push out. Good. Keep your head there. Push out. So those are normal. Head left, push out. This should be strong, and it is. That's great. Push out. That's absolutely perfect. So now we're going to find out which jaw is affecting her. Push up. So that's strong. That's a good sign. Push up. And that one is weak. So we're going to look at her left jaw. I want you to open and push your jaw into my hand. Did you get warm?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wonderful to see you make so many improvements so quickly.
Yeah. It's awesome.
We haven't adjusted your jaw before, have we?
Mm-mm.
Not like that.
Mm-mm.
I know, forgive me. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You just rest for a second, okay? I know that was a lot. Did you get warm? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You just rest for a moment. I'm very happy with Sophie's progress. Her balance is better. Her sensitivity to light is decreased. Her sensitivity to sound is decreased. Her sleep is deeper. Her finger to nose test is more appropriate. Her muscle responses with muscle testing are more appropriate. Her tuning fork sensitivity from left to right are equal, which is normal. She notices a decrease in her kind of internal stress, and the benefit of that is she can handle more external stress. Why are we called De-Stress Chiropractic? We're called De-Stress Chiropractic because if I can de-stress your nervous system, you can handle more external stresses without them toppling you over. Our body makes its own stress, and we call that neurogenic stress, and if we can knock that stress down, you can handle just life on life's terms without it debilitating you. Sophie, how has your experience at De-Stress Chiropractic been?
Amazing. That if I could sum it up in one word, that would be the word I would use. the change, the quickness and change of quality of life is just, it's so crazy. I know I tell you this every time I see you, but like I'm obsessed. Like you really changed my life. Like really, like for real.
Thank you. That's great. How's your neck pain? How's your back pain? How's your low back pain? Your hips?
Hips really not bothering me at all anymore, which is awesome. Back, after I work out or something, it still might bother me a little bit, but not any lasting pain. It's pretty good. Neck feels great.
How's your sleep?
Sleep has been really good.
How about your nightmares?
Not really too many problems with that.
Should have been less.
Significantly less, I would say, yeah.
Sensitivity to light?
I would say still a little sensitive to light. Not terrible though. I think it's improved, for sure.
How about your sensitivity to sound?
That's definitely improved. I feel a lot more tolerant to sound, for sure, yeah.
That's wonderful. How about your balance?
Balance?
Not something I would usually ask, but because you mentioned being a klutz in our first session.
Yeah, I do feel like it's changed and been better, for sure.
If you are suffering from a complex health issue, give our office a call today.